I found this video that I recorded almost a year ago now on my personal account that talks about 10 ways that the patriarchy harms men. We all, I think, are very familiar as women. We're very familiar with how the patriarchy harms us. But sometimes I think men don't realize that they are also victims of the patriarchy and the way that we're raised to believe the way we do and how the world should function. So watch this video. Feel free to leave comments on it, letting me know what you've observed and does this resonate with you, and are there any other things that you've seen that you wish were different. And perhaps that's why you want to join us in this movement to build the matriarchy, because as men, you will benefit from a matriarchal society as well.
Here are 10 ways the patriarchy hurts men. Number 1, feeling the breadwinner burden. In patriarchy, we expect men to be the primary breadwinners of a household, and that can put a lot of psychological strain on men. Number 2, a fear of weakness. Anything that makes you seem weak or maybe even feminine could incite fear in the heart of a man, because he doesn't want to look weak around other men or around other women, because weakness equals a lesser standing in society in a patriarchal system. Number 3, the patriarchy leaves men ill-equipped for independence. So much of the domestic labor that we expect in our household is left to women in patriarchy, and so men are not equipped to take care of themselves if they are single. Number 4, facing the competition complex. If you're a man in a patriarchal system, you may feel compelled to be competitive with other people all the time, and that can create higher levels of stress in your life. Number 5, you may suffer from a shallow sense of self-worth. If you aren't a great breadwinner or you're not exceedingly competitive, you may feel like your value in society is hard to find. Number 6, you may struggle with an inability to identify your emotions appropriately, and everything just defaults to anger. Number 7, you may be feeling the leadership quandary. What does that mean? Well, in patriarchy, we assume that men should be the leaders in all situations. And if you don't have leadership skills or even just a desire to be a leader, you may feel like you should be stepping up when you simply don't want to. Number 8, you may have experienced distant fatherhood, or you may be a distant father, because there's this perception that fathers don't need to be that connected emotionally to their kids or be that involved, because women in patriarchy are expected to be the primary caregiver of children. Number 9, you may feel joy embarrassment. Not that you can't be happy about stuff, but simple joys, like a childlike kind of joy in simple things that come from curiosity and just the pleasure of life, you may struggle as a man in patriarchy, because men are supposed to be stoic and serious and rational all the time. And last but certainly not least, men under a patriarchy may really struggle with identity crisis, whether that's their sense of their gender, their sexual preference or identity, just what they're interested in. If it doesn't fit that classic patriarchal masculine mold, you may struggle with your identity. So, patriarchy hurts all of us, not just women.